Another amazing thing about my friend Celia is, and I know this is a touchy subject for lots of people, and there's so many people that struggle from this, but you also were completely delivered of your drug addiction, of meth. So tell us a little bit about that.
So the night before I got saved, I was homeless, jobless. My little girl had been taken from me. Her father just skipped town and left. And all of my belongings were in a storage unit that I wasn't ever going to get him out of. And I was laying in this hotel room just going, I need to get to God, I need to get to God. But he's not hearing me. He's not hearing me. And I was so chained up by the need for my next line, my next hit, the next drink. I was so chained up with that. Going to God was just impossible, it felt like, Fortunately, I was able to go to a friend that had been praying for me for very expensive prayers.
Those prayer warriors are priceless.
I ended up, she says, Celia, are you ready this very night to give your heart to the Lord Jesus Christ? And I said, is that all it takes? Is that all it takes? And yeah, Celia, that's all it takes. That's a good start. Anyway, I prayed for the Lord to take over my life, become Lord of my life. I didn't quite know what that meant yet, but I was ready to take anything, whatever Jesus.
You were just desperate.
I was so spiritually bankrupt, so desperate. I was like a vacuum.
Your daughter's gone. You're at the bottom.
Daughter's gone. I had been stripped of all rights, but for anything that I was doing, I was just powerless. I was powerless. And the moment that he entered my life, that very moment, there was an explosion of power, an explosion of peace, an explosion of protection, an explosion of joy, an explosion of provision, an explosion of hope, an explosion of, it would just keep going on. And that I was never interested in that drug anymore. I was not interested. And then the drugs were one thing, just delivered right away. But there was struggles with okay, now he's going to have me stop drinking alcohol. Not because I was a Christian, I had to be challenged. He was challenging me when I was joining the worship teams. The Lord's going to hold you to a higher standard. We don't drink. We're just not going to consume alcohol lest it makes my brother stumble. So I quit drinking, and it was absolutely so much easier than I thought it was for that time. I didn't do it because I was supposed to. I didn't do it because it was a rule, a law, or
so they didn't put you in this facility that was like a 30-day step, and not that those are wrong.
Yeah,
but you were just immediately delivered.
Immediately delivered by the power of God, and there's no higher power. But the first thing that they say in the 12-step program, the first step is you don't have power.
Surrendering. Fully surrendering. So when you fully surrender, that is when the love of God can overwhelm you.
True.
And when you feel that, there's nothing like it. There's nothing
hard.
There's nothing like it. There's absolutely nothing like it. Oh.
And everything hard becomes a blessing for some reason. How he does that.
I am so proud of you. I know that you've overcome so many things, and we've talked about a lot of hard things, and the things that I can't wait for you to hear, especially those of you that are struggling and don't realize or don't feel like there's hope, or don't feel like you're going to ever be whole again. I can't wait to share the rest of Celia's story of who she is now, where the Lord has brought her, her family, her music. Her music is amazing, and so thank you so much. Thank you.